There's a lot broken about the clinical trial infrastructure and the history of clinical trials and how just like so many parts of healthcare that we touched on this show are outdated and really haven't taken advantage of, modern technology and infrastructure. I mean, you can imagine if you are a rural cancer patient living far away from a tertiary care center and you have a rare cancer diagnosis, the number of clinical trials that may be available may be actually pretty small for that specific diagnosis. And if you want to be involved in a trial, you're traveling far distances. And then to your point, that costs money, that costs time, and you may not comply with that experimental therapy or that trial because of all those barriers. And so, this is a way to try to address that, and we'll talk specifics about it. But, to your point, times it becomes basically a setting where only certain types of patients have the best access to trials because they have the most resources. And so then you're starting to bake in some of these disparities that we've been hearing about for decades within the clinical trial infrastructure. If you don't have a diverse cohort or all sorts of patients contributing to developing that evidence, then how do you know it's going to work in that population? And so you really see how these disparities can get baked into the system and how tough it